Alright, so for today, I am going to try to clean up these headlights. As you can see, they're getting that yellow glaze to them, and what that is it's the clear coat has come off. And I think you can even see, yeah, you can see that. It's all crackling. So what I'm going to do is you can either do this while it's on your vehicle or take them off. I think it's going to be easier to take them off to do this. So I am going to take this headlight off right now, and then we will get right into what we need for this. Alright, headlight is off. Now again, you don't have to take the headlight off. For some reason, if your headlight's too hard to get off, mine's not super complicated to get off. It's just like 2 screws and a tab. It did take me a few minutes to get it off though, just because, you know, it hasn't been taken off in a while, so I kind of have to jimmy it. But you could leave it on your vehicle. I rather take it off because mine's not too bad. But for the things we're going to need today is just a gloss clear, right? And it says right there for plastic. Some water. I use a little bit of dish soap in it as well. You don't have to though. And then just a few different grit paper, and you're going to start at the lowest number, which is the roughest, right? So 220 is rougher than 400. So I'm going to start with 220, move to 400, and then finish it with 1500. So this is wet sanding, is what we're going to be doing to this. So, you know, you want to spray the headlight with water, spray the sandpaper with water, and then you're just going to slowly rub it all over. You don't want to press really too hard because 220 is the roughest, so we're just gonna lightly go over it and see how much of that we can get off. All right, here we go. And so here we go. So headlight, you can just use any spray bottle or even just a little hose. I like to use this spray bottle because I already had it. Let's put that down a little bit. There we go. Now, see, mine came in these big ones. I had to go buy this. And I'm just gonna rip that in half. So for total cost, let's go over that real quick. For this these were pretty pricey, but it's because there's so many sheets in them. So these, each set was about $6, so that's 18, and that's $5. So we're looking at 18, 19, 20, 21, 22 for about 23 bucks ish. Getting some new lights is not bad to me. I already forgot. Make sure you get these upper lips too, and on these sides. And I'm not pressing very hard. I'm letting the sandpaper do all the work. And you'll actually start to see some yellow, and maybe some dirty. Kind of a little harder to see maybe in this camera with mine because I have dish soap in there too. But you can see there's discoloration in the soap on this. That's good. That's all that stuff coming off. Make sure we're getting under here too. All right. So we're done with the 220. Time to move to the 400. So here's the 400. It's a little bit less aggressive. And I'm just going to do the same thing. Actually, you know what? One more thing I wanted to do with the 250. So to get all, because you're going to have scratch marks on it now, you should. So what I want to do is now make all those scratch marks horizontal, right? So that way they're easier to fill with the gloss, and the gloss has something to kind of catch on to. Now, right into the 400. Same thing. And this one you can push a little harder. together. Make sure there's a lot of water on this. You want it smooth, you want it to glide. And you'll start being able to feel where there's more rough patches. Bam. All right, I think that's good. Now remember, this one I'm going horizontal again. And what this one should have done too is it should have smoothed out a lot of those scratches that I had from the 220. There we go. Last one is going to be that 1500. And honestly, I can already tell it looks a lot better than what it did. Again, same thing. And now this 1500 will really smooth out all of the scratches you have on it because it's a lot finer and not as coarse. This already feels so much smoother to the touch than it did. Yeah, this is way better. And on mine, I got these little lip thingies, nipple thingies, so I'm hitting those as well. Your car might not have those, so you might not need to hit those. Oh yeah, this is way smoother. Same thing, I'm going back horizontal on this one. right. Another spray down. And now, microfiber cloth or paper towel, whatever you want. Just something that's not gonna leave a bunch of lint. And look how much better that looks already. So just to show you guys, in case you guys forgot what the other one looks like. That compared to that. Now it is a little hazy, and that's good. That's what we want. When we put that clear coat on it, it will feed into all those little crevices, and it will get rid of that that haze that you see. Now another thing you can do after this is you could use a little alcohol. I usually would, but I don't think it's necessary. And all that's going to do is make sure that everything's completely dry, because alcohol dries really quickly. All right, time for some coats. Now, if you're doing this, again, on your truck, you want to make sure you use like blue or red, whatever, painter's tape, trash bag, so you don't get any of this on your vehicle. I don't care about this tailgate, right, because it's a truck tailgate, so I don't care if I get any spray on this tailgate. And first coat. So the key to this is you want to make sure that you're not you're doing light coats. You don't want anything freaking too heavy, because it'll drip and it won't dry right. And again, read the instructions for how long it takes to dry. This one says apply second coat at any time, but it also says, allow more time, cooler temperatures, dries to the touch in 20 minutes, handle in 1 hour, fully dried in 24 hours, apply second coat at any time. And if it's on plastic like this, maximum paint adhesion and durability is achieved in 5 to 7 days. You want to make sure you keep shaking this. So I think you can see that. That's already coming out really good. That's my second coat. I already do see one spot I wish I would have gotten a little bit better, and I could always go over it again sometime if I really want to. And it's right down there. You can see the scratches, so that means I did not buff it out good enough with the 400 and the 1500. See how you don't see it anywhere else though? And that's how you know if you evenly buffed it. And obviously I didn't right there. But, you know, this is an older truck. So for me, this is my 2003 F-150 Lariat Super Crew. It has 265,000 miles. I use it as a truck. I pull my RV that I live in. So I just wanted something a little bit better clear-wise. Honestly, the looks was a second factor. The first factor was just visibility for my lights. This is going to give my lights a lot better visibility at night than yellow crusty stuff on it. All right, coat 3. And even on this one, I can also see some spots that it's running because of those nipples. Again, I wasn't looking for perfect. And what's great is you can always redo this. So I can resand it like I just did because I already have all the stuff. But as you can see, it's running just a little bit there. You have to get really close to even see it though, to be honest. And it's because of those nipples. So I should have done even a little less heavy on that last coat that I just did. I didn't think about those nipples on there. All right, and then I'm gonna put these side by side so you guys can see what they look like. So here is both of them side by side. You can see how much better that is. It's still not perfect because honestly, there is also clear coat coming off on the inside. And when that happens, there's really not much you can do. I could peel this plastic housing apart, do the same thing to the inside, and try to then seal it back up to make it waterproof. But to me, as of right now, it's just not worth it. But you can definitely see the difference there. So that's it. That's how you clear your headlights. Like I said, I could do both for about $22, and you can do them multiple times because that's a pretty good size thing of clear coat, and you have multiple sheets of sandpaper. I am really happy with how this one came out, and this one actually will probably come out a little bit better because now I know to do a little bit better with the sanding and a little lighter with those coats. So let me know if you have any questions. If you have a better way to do this, comment below. Hopefully you liked the video and hopefully you learned something. All right, and here's what the first one final looked like. Like I said, I kind of got lazy down here and didn't do as much scrubbing with the 1500 grit as I should have, and also I wasn't accounting for these nipples to leak like they did, but overall it looks better than it did. And here is the second one. To me, the second one looks way better, right? So I learned from my mistake, put in the effort for a little bit more scrubbing to sand down all those lines from the 220 grit. And also I did 5 coats. This one I only did 3 coats, but I did them much lighter because of these nipples. Like I said, what's great is if I wanted to, I could redo this one, but I'm okay with that. And these should last for years doing this. All right.